Hello, this is Math Teacher Barbie. We've been talking a little bit about factoring, and today we're going to try to factor x squared plus 4x. So this expression, x squared plus 4x, we want to find a fully factored form. Now remember that we've talked about factoring as the idea of undistributing. So we're going to undistribute something between these two terms, and what we want to end up with is an expression, an algebraic expression times another algebraic expression. Right? So I've drawn over here with my algebra tiles my x squared plus 4x. I have an x squared and I have 4 x's out. And so the idea here is I want to see if I can come up with a way to make a rectangle over here. This x squared is an x times an x. It's x tall by x wide. These 4 x's are each 1 tall by 4 wide. And I'm going to try to rectangularize them. And if I can turn them into a rectangle, then I know that my rectangle, it's my height times the width. That's not going to work the way it is there. So if I put those 4 x's together, I don't get x tall. But wait a minute, if I turn those x's, then I know I'm going to be x tall. But instead, maybe I saw my rectangle a little bit differently. Maybe I left them horizontal and I put my 4 x's down there, and I still get a rectangle. So let's do that rectangle. What does that rectangle say? Let's make this a little bit bigger. What I have with this rectangle is an x along the top and an x plus 4 more along the sides. So it's x plus 4 tall and x wide, and you can see that here. And so this x squared plus 4x, I know, is actually equivalent to, I have the same amount of area covered if I arrange it in a way that is x across times x plus 4 down. Or maybe I write it x plus 4 down times x across, whichever way you prefer to write it. The first way is a little bit more standard, it's a little bit more polished, a little more sophisticated, but either way is correct. They both mean the same thing because, as we know from before, we can multiply in whichever order we want. Now, if I wanted to do this just using algebra and not the algebra tiles, then what I'm looking at here is that x squared plus 4x, if I want to rewrite that as x times x, that x squared is x times x, and the 4x is 4 times x, and then I see here that in both cases I have a times x. That times x that shows up in both places is this x at the top right now. So it's that x. If I factor out that x, I am left with an x plus 4. And I see that same x times x plus 4. Now I did say earlier, what if, just to close the loop here, if I had put these that first way we looked at it and arranged them vertically along the side? Well, that just means that these 4 right here move up to be part of the across. And now we have x plus 4 times x. So no matter which of these ways we look at it, we find that x squared plus 4x, these tiles inside here, can be written as a multiplication problem of x times x plus 4. We have successfully undistributed that x. We have factored this expression. This has been Math Teacher Barbie, and you've got this.